La Yasharala. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak Taba'ah, Batazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawat, Hayah, Bashamayim, Natan Lanawa, Lacham, Ka, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawawat Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawawat Yanawa, Wala'a, Dava Ya'a, Nawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawasha Nawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwat, Waha'ala, Wahatha Pa'arath, La Awalamyam, Amen. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. Hakach, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashah, Babakushah, Nathan Lanawa. Hakach, Hakach, La Rapa'ah, Ka Makala, Waka Malawa, Hakach, Latahar, Hamatazari, Hakach, Lahakwayam, Hamatayam, Hakach, Al Rakawat, Hatama'al, Lagarashan, Bahasham Yahawashah, the Wala Aman. Hakach, the power in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahawashah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahawashah. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashah, Barak Lanawa, Wayasharala, Wahabayath, Saparyam, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the students, the sisters, the children, and all Yasharala, Bahashim Yahawashah, the Wala Aman. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, and Salakia in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the students, the sisters, the children, and all Yasharallah. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. When the prayer is done. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahahayim. Mahayan. Yaba'ah. Azariah. Azariah. Ma'ain. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayah. Waharatazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Ragalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasharal. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yah. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ayakaka. Wayarak. Balayawa. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makarai. Yashamar. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'afta. Wabawa'aka. Mayatha. Wa'ai awalam. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes. Unto the hills. From whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made the heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasharallah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is the shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And forevermore.
Even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al-Damayalka. Al-Thakarash. Wa'al tashakwat.
Wa'al tashakwat.
Kaya hana.
Kaya hana.
I'll read this one. Everybody repeat after me, all right? Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Namayalka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Wa'al tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Kahayana.
Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ta'ash.
Al-Imaka.
Al-Imaka.
Ya'arum Yumwa.
Ya'imam Yawa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayataya Atazu.
Wayataya Tazwa.
Atazu Pawanyaka.
Al-Taza Pawanyaka.
Amaru.
Amara.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Malakakida.
Al-Kaki.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Ala'a.
Yazikar.
Yazaka.
Shem Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha.
Awda.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawatazu.
Dawataru.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Lukagu.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Barya.
Baya.
Lakarathwa.
Dakaraka.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Parawam.
Alawam.
Wayashima.
Bashmat.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Wa'abu.
Daba'a.
Wahagaya.
Wahadaya.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Am Yashabia.
Yam Yishamya.
Tazawu.
Tazawu.
Gam Ashawu.
Yam Ashawu.
Nalawa.
Nawa.
Ayman.
Ayman.
Ayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawa.
Zamawa.
Labani Lawa.
Labanya Lawa.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Kasayasara'a.
Kasayasara'a.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Manakor.
Abamako.
Kayashwan.
Yashram.
Nashimabu.
Nashimaga.
Ba'ayam Dara'a.
Banya Yam Dara'a.
Say it again, sir. I didn't even know he was there. He contacted me late. There was, he didn't call him. Didn't call him last night. I called him today. Come on. Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Am Yashabia.
Am Yishamya.
Tazawu.
Tazawu.
Gam Ashawu.
Gum Ashawu.
Ayman.
Imam.
Ayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawa.
Zarawat.
Labani Lawa.
Labanya Lawat.
Salat.
Salat.
Bashat.
Washat.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadi.
Kasayasara'a.
Kasayasara'am.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Manakor.
Banakol.
Kuyashwan.
Kayashawan.
Nashimadu.
Yashimaga.
Ba'ayam Dara'a.
By the Yam Dara'a.
Hayawa.
Hayawat.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adamu.
La'adamu.
Shayatamu.
Shatamu.
Nadayatmahu.
Yahmahu.
Ka'ira.
Kayara.
Wakazabu.
Wabazab.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabat.
Wakatazor.
Wakatazor.
Mana'a.
Mala'ai.
Kalnasiyakamu.
Kalnasiyakamu.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amaru.
Amar.
Nayo Rashad.
Naya Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Na'awa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alhayr.
Alahayim.
Alhaya.
Shayatamu.
Shatamu.
Kagagu.
Gagagu.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Kapanya Rawaka.
Yapanya Rarakwash.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Shaba'ayri Ya'ayri.
Kaba'ira Yahaira.
Wakalahabu.
Wakalahabu.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Count their doubt.
Come Theradam.
Basa Irik.
Masa Ira.
Wabasa.
Wawasa.
Wapak.
Wapak.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalom.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Lapanyaham.
Palawan.
Palama.
Waibakwashi.
Waibakwashi.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahaw.
Yahweh.
Yabashi.
Yabashi.
Waibahol.
Waibahol.
Ayda'a.
Waibahai.
Waikaparu.
Waibahai. Call.
Waibabadwa.
Waibagwa.
Waibda'idwa.
Waibda'ira.
Kaya Atha.
Kayata.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahaw.
Yahweh.
Labaki.
Labaki.
Ayawan.
Ayawa.
Alcohol Rataza.
Akahal Rataza. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence,
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace.
and be not still,
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They hate thee and lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
Have taken crafty counsel
against thy people
against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Yasharallah
The name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
the Israelites,
of Moab
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal
Hor,
and Ammon
Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur also is joined with them.
They have holpen the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah.
do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as unto Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kizon,
at the brook of Kizon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb
Make their nobles like a red,
and like Zeb.
like Zeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all the princes of Zebah,
all the princes of Zebah,
and as Zamunah,
and as Amunah,
who said,
said,
let us take to ourselves
let's take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
O my Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth wood,
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame set at the mountains. on
So
fire.
persecute them with thy tempests,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy stone.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek the name Yahweh.
that they may seek thy name, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded
Let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
art the most high
are the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Playing y'all. So like, do me a favor, grab a paper towel and get this up right here. Lucky I want. Where do we start in Genesis?
Yeah, starting in Genesis, the 42nd chapter.
4:7.
42nd.
Come.
42. I'll be there in a minute. I'll just
Come.
say it.
Welcome. Shalom, Israel. Welcome to the Sabbath service. We're going to start reading. I need you to come over this way, sir. I may have to go back to camera. Today's lesson starts at Genesis 42, or Genesis, the 42nd chapter. Officer Campagnala is going to read Genesis 42, starting at the first verse in the Hebrew. Read.
This is Genesis chapter 42, verse 1. Wayaba.
Read. Go ahead, read.
Wasab. Yasab. Kaya. Yash. Shabar. Bamataza. Rayam.
Read.
Wayamar. Thathara Hawa. Verse 2. Wayamar. Hanaha. Shemai Aisha. Kaya. Yash. Shabar. Bamataza.
Bamtaza. Yum.
Rayam. Radawa. Shema. Washabia. Lanwa. Mashama. Wanahaya. Namayath. Verse 3. Wayarad. Ahaya. Ahawa.
That's
Akaya. Yawasap. Ashar. Lashbar.
Lashabar Khan.
Bar. Mama Taza Rayum. Verse 4. Wa'af. Ban Yam Yun.
Come.
Ahaya,
La.
Akaya,
There you go.
Yawasop,
Come.
La'a,
Come.
Shalak, Wayasab, Ath,
Akayawa.
Akyawa, Kaya,
Amar.
Kaya Amar, Pan, Yasa,
That's a qua.
Yakwar,
Yakwar Rahayam.
Yakwar Rayamyan, Asawan,
Verse 5.
verse 5. Wayabawa,
Awa. Wayabawa.
Wayabawa, Banya, Yashar,
Come.
Y'all sitting on the wrong way. Sitting like that, man. Sitting together. Where's it? Select. We may have to take this and move it.
Select Hill. Pick up where you left off.
Go ahead, keep going.
Pick up where you left off.
Haba'ab, Ba'arataza, Ba'arataza, Kanayan, verse 6. Watch out. Verse 6. Wayasop, Hawaii, Hasala, Ya,
Where you at?
Hasalayat, Al, Harataza, Hayan, Harataza, Hawa. Shabayar, Bayar.
Hamash Bayar.
Hamash Bayar. Lakal. I'm Harataza. Ha'arataza. Waya Bawa. Hakia.
That's
Haka.
That's not Kaya.
Akaya. Yawasop. Wayashak. Wayashakya. Wayashath. Hak.
Kawawa.
Hayashak Kawawa. Lawa.
Apayam.
Apayam. Abar Tazaha.
Salakia.
Abar Taza.
La'a.
Arataza. Verse 7.
Come.
Wayabar. Wayara. Yawasop. Ath. Akyan. Akawa. Wayakaram.
Come.
Wayashakar. Wayath.
Nakar.
Alahayim. Wayadamar.
Come.
Asham.
A thumb.
Quashyath.
Quashayath. It's Quashawath.
Wayamar. Akam. Mayan. Basham.
Salakia.
Wayamara.
Where you at? Maryawa.
Amaryawa. Marataza. Kanahan. Lashbar. Akal. And that's up to verse 8 in the Hebrew.
Come. All right. The brother just read Genesis 42, 1 through 7 in the Hebrew. We have Genesis 42 in the English. Read that.
This is Genesis chapter 42, starting at verse 1. In the English. Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt.
Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt.
Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt. Hold on, stop.
Come.
Bear with me about a couple seconds.
Salakia, Yashua. It's only going to take a few seconds.
Genesis, the 43rd chapter.
Oh, 43rd chapter, Salaki.
I'll take it from here. So go ahead and
Come.
get it in Hebrew. We'll start it in Hebrew.
Come. Find it in English. Come. You want me to read it? You want the officer to read that one?
I want the brother in the middle to read it.
Come. I'll get the English.
This is Genesis chapter 43, starting at verse 1. Waya Rahab, Kabad, Ba'aratazah, verse 2. Waya Hawa, Waya Haya, Kashar, Kalawa, Lakal, Af, Hashbar, Ashar, Hawa, Mama Taza Rahayim, Wayamar, Alahayim, Abraham, so like Shabawa, Lanya, Maasa, Mayata, Akal. Maita Akal. Verse 3. Waya Amar. Allah Hawa. Allah Yahweh. Yahwad, Lamar, Hayad, Banya, Hayash, Lamar, La'amar, La'a, Sharaya, Tharawa, Panya, Bala, Thaya, Akawama, Ayama.
Mashah. Just help the brother. Just help the brother.
Avkama, verse 4. Washak, Yashak.
Mashah, you go ahead and take over. You read the rest of it. So we can do the Sabbath.
Mashak, Mashalak, Atha'a, Kayan, Wa, Athanawa, Narada, one, Shabar Ha, Lach, Akal, verse 5. Wa'am, Ayanach, Mashal, Kala, Narad, Kaya, Ayash, Amar, Alayamwa, La'a, Dara'awa, Panyabal, Daya Akh, Yakam, Alphakam, verse 6. Waya Amar, Yashara'al,
Yashala.
Salaki,
Yashala.
Yashara'al. Oh.
Yashala. Yeah, right there.
Right here.
Oh, right there.
Yashara'al?
Sure. Wow.
Come. Yashara'al. Oh, Salaki. Come. Yashara'al. Yama. Haitham. Laya. Labayad. La'a Yash. Ha'awad. Lak Ma'ach. Verse 7. Waya'a Marawa. Sha'a Wal. Sha'al. Ha'ayasha. Lanawa. Walama. Walad. Thanawa. Lamar. Ha'ayat. Abayakma. Kaya Hayash. Lakam. Aka One. Gada. Lawa Al. Paya. Hadabar Yam. Hadabayam. Ha'ala. Hayadawai. Nadai. Kaya. Ya'amra. Haya. Yadawa. Ath Akar Yamam. And that's Genesis 43, 1 through 7 in the Hebrew.
Most high, give brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm preaching off of thousands of record like school, universal record knowledge. I was preaching off of 1,000 shy reading in the Hebrew. There's also, we got Officer, you know what I mean, Kapanyala up here. You know what I mean? And what we do in the Sabbath service, man, we hold the Sabbath service. You know what I mean? Because this is our culture.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you see these brothers struggling to read the Hebrew. That's our original tongue and our original language. You know what I mean? So a brother to, obtain that knowledge, you know what I mean, and apply it to his life for real, that right there, you know what I'm saying, is a heavy thing that the Most High doing with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and get it in the English.
Come. Genesis chapter 43, verse 1 in the English. And the famine was sore in the land.
All right, keep going.
Verse 2. And it came to pass, when they had eaten up the corn which they had brought out of Egypt, Their father said unto them, Go again, buy us a little food.
Okay, so let me give a little recap of what's going on right now, man. You know what I'm saying? These are the sons of Jacob, Israel. There's a big famine in the land, right? This is at the time where Joseph, had risen in power in Egypt. Now, these brothers right here, Judah and Reuben and their brethren, they don't know that this is their little brother Joseph that rose up in power in Egypt and actually saving the whole earth from famine because, he had visions. That brother had a gift that the Most High gave him to see and interpret dreams. And that was his dream, right? That was his gift that the Lord gave him, and that's how he was able to rise up in power, just like blacks, Hispanics do in today's time, in today's world. They rise up in power. It's black people that's running the White House, believe it or not, with your oppressor actually ruling over everything. But guess what? They counterparts. They cohorts. Those are black folks that have risen up all the way up in this empire. So, like we always do, we the salt of the earth. And at this time, it was a big, huge famine in the earth. The 12 tribes, the 12 sons of Jacob, they were staying in Canaan. They were staying in the land of Canaan, but they going back forth with Egypt to grab food. And they don't know that this is, the head honcho in Egypt is their brother. Because he sold them into captivity. He talking to them in a way of, as if they're spies or something like that. They don't supposed to be there, but they don't know that this is brother that they can put in captivity. So, all right, let's go ahead and get some more.
I'm on Khan. Genesis chapter 43, verse 3. And Judah spake unto him, saying, The man did solemnly protest unto us, saying, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you.
So who is this man they speaking on? This man right here they speaking on is Joseph. This is to the point where I was saying they don't even know that this is their brother talking to them. Their little brother at that. Alright? Keep going.
Come. Verse 4. If thou wilt send our brother with us, we will go down and buy thee food.
Alright, so this was they telling their father, like, this man just told us, like, we can't come down there and get goods unless our little brother is with us. And that's the only way we'll be able to, obtain food or whatever, right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 5. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you.
Exactly. Everybody get that point right there, right?
So it's another little brother, right? Because Joseph, you said Joseph was the...
No, go ahead, Michelle.
God. Joseph is the second youngest son of Isaac. The youngest son of Isaac is called Benjamin. This is who Joseph is referring to. Understand, Joseph and Benjamin not only had the same father, they had the same mother. They were what we would say today full brothers, not half. Okay. They were full brothers. So Joseph had a favor towards Benjamin. He was the baby, and he was Joseph's little brother. And before Joseph went to Egypt, understand, he bumped heads with his brothers all the time. It would be natural for him to be most concerned about his little brother, who he felt, that's my little brother. I got him. You understand what I'm saying? They had the same father. They had the same mother. And so he had this favor towards Benjamin. And when his brothers had come down previously to Egypt to get food, he told them, don't come back unless you bring your little brother. Okay.
So, Most High Christ. Is there any more on that?
La'al.
Is it all the way up to 7? You sure?
We are at verse 6. And Israel said, wherefore dealt ye so ill with me, as to the man, whether ye had yet a brother?
All right, keep going.
Come. Verse 7. And they said, the man asked us straightly out of our state.
So the man asked him straightly of their
Straight up.
state. You know what I mean? That's talking about seeing where they from. Where you coming from? You know what I mean? Who are you? Where you come from? Right? Keep going.
Come. And of our kindred, saying, is your father yet alive?
Slow down.
Go with that.
Read it again.
Genesis 43, verse 7.
Just don't go.
Where I was?
Yeah.
Come. And of our kindred.
Alright? So he not only asking where they come from, he want to know who your kinfolk is, who is your peoples. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Come. Is your father yet alive?
Right. So he asking vivid detail where you come from, who's your kindred. Asking about the father, their father, that's his father. You see what I'm saying? He know that this is his family he running into. His brothers betrayed him and sold him into captivity. But Joseph, you're going to see it towards the end. You're going to see how much of a brother he really was. He stood up for his family. You know what I mean? Despite them doing that, despite them selling them into slavery and doing them bold out of jealousy. You know what I mean? Think about that. Think about if a brother you had a lot of money in your family. And, you know, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we all come from poverty. We all come from a poverty state. So when you see somebody that got money, you either going to, you know what I'm saying, try to join that bandwagon as you, I wouldn't say you or nobody in specific, but people, what they'll try to do is join that bandwagon or they'll hate on them. You know what I mean? They have some jealousy towards them because now you look at them like an enemy, coming around all this money and this, that, other, and the third. That was the same thing with Joseph. You know what I mean? The brothers was jealous of him because of his gift, right?
Man, that's a question I want, Brother Kashad.
Go ahead.
How is it? Joseph had, he had 11 brothers. They kicked it hard. How is it that at this particular time he's in Egypt and they can't recognize their own brother who they grew up with? I mean, they sold him into slavery.
I mean, if you want to at a general standpoint, you got to think about it. Years come past, would you really recognize somebody 20, 30 years down the line? From a little boy to a grown up. I mean, go ahead.
And not only that, what they remember about him is they sold him as a slave, and they see him now. He's pretty much the head of all of Egypt, so they're not connecting the two. Like, they're expecting their brother to still be a slave at that point, or whatever condition they sent him to Egypt in. They expect him to still be in that same condition, not in the position that he's ruling over Egypt. So even if they did look like his brother, they probably be like, no, they can't be our brother. Like, look like him, but no, it can't be him.
Right. That's actually a good point that the brother's saying, man. That they recognize him as being something small in the earth, like a slave. You know what I mean? And then now he big time. He top dog. He the one that everybody got to come to get food because he prepared Egypt for the famine that was coming because he saw it and interpreted that dream. Most High gave him that gift to do that. Once he did that, and he was able to do it, and Pharaoh gave him that power because Pharaoh understood this right here. This is a heavy thing that you got to understand operating in this empire, right? Once they see, you know what I'm saying, those gifts and things like that, they're going to want to put you up at the top. They're going to want to bump you all the way up there. You know what I mean? They're going to bump you all the way up to the empire and give you the best of things because of your gifts. You know what I'm saying? Your talents, right? Any more on that?
We got verse 7.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, go ahead.
So like it. Genesis 43, verse 6. And Israel said...
No, you're at 7.
I am at 7?
In fact, you're in the middle of 7.
I'm going to come. Genesis 43, verse 7. And they said, the man asked us straightly of our state and of our kindred, saying, is your father yet alive?
Keep going.
Have ye another brother? And we told him according to the tenor of these words, could we certainly know that he would say, bring your brother down?
So they didn't even understand that these questions, they didn't understand that it was going to come at them like that. You know what I'm saying? All getting real personal in their personal business, which is their family business. They ain't understanding what's going on yet. It had not registered yet. You know what I'm saying? And once we get down further into this chapter, you're going to see. So what we do every Saturday, man, we come in and we read these stories. We go into Hebrew and we read it in the ancient Hebrew in our language. We translate it into English, and what we do is break it down, and so you can get a full interpretation of these stories. What's going on in Genesis all the way up, you know what I'm saying, the whole tour. You know what I mean? And with that being said, what we're going to do, we're going to close this Sabbath service out. I want you to stick around. More brothers about to come around. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a nice little scripture breakdown. We're going to get into the scriptures real deep. You know, we're going to have some food, sisters cooking. You know what I mean? So,
come on.
Right. We'll go ahead and
Where's the prayers?
Go ahead, blow the horn. Throw a hammer at y'all real quick. No. Yum, salt. Salt.
La Yasharala.
Go ahead and blow Go ahead and take this scroll right here. You're going to salute the scroll. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak Yah. About face.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Barak Yah.
About face.
How about Shem Yahushua Barak Yah?
Sorry, praise. I'm going to the audience and have brother salute the scroll. What we have real quick. Come on, brother. Go ahead. Say Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Shem
Yahushua
Barak Yah.
Don't sign Christ, brother.
Come.
Go ahead. We'll go ahead and go into the prayers. All right. Wapon Aquadum, which means to face the east.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Haya. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Haya,
Haya,
Aisha,
Asha,
Bayarataza,
Baratazah,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Haya,
Haya,
Bashamaya,
Bashmaya,
Latan Lana,
Lathanah,
Lacham,
Lakam,
Ka,
Kab,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalak Lana,
Wasalaknawa,
Kabawath Nawa,
Kabawafnawa,
Kasalak Nawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kabawath Yanawa,
Kabawafnawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Dabaya Adawa,
Tabi'anawa,
Banasai 1,
Banasawan,
Abal,
Abal,
Hawashanawa,
Hawashawa,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Ra,
Ra,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Amalakwa,
Waha'ala,
Waha'ala,
Wahafta Pa'arath,
Waha'ala, Waha'ala,
La'awalam,
La'awalam,
Aman.
Amen.
Lord, pray in English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom
thy
come,
kingdom come,
thy will be
thy
done
will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily
our
bread,
daily bread,
and forgive us of our
and
debts,
give us our debts,
as we forgive our
as
debtors.
we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Hakach, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem Yahawashah,
Ba'ashem Yahushua,
Baba Koshah,
Baruch Shah,
Natan Lanaw,
Nathanael,
Hakach,
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 La Rapa'ah,
Larpa'ah,
Ka Makawat, La,
Makalah,
Wakal Malawa,
Wakal Marawa,
Hakach,
Hakach,
Latahar,
Latahar,
Hamatazaya,
Matazari,
Hakach,
Hakach,
La Hakwayam,
Mahakwayam,
Mahatayam,
Mahatayam,
Hakach,
Hakach,
Arakawath,
Arakawah,
Hatama'ala,
Hatma'ala,
Lagasham,
Garsham,
Lahasham,
Mahashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
the water Aman.
Waraman. Catch the power in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai,
Please give us the power.
please give us the power,
Power to heal.
the power to heal
All manner of sickness.
all manner of sickness,
And all manner of disease.
all manner of disease,
The power to cleanse the leper.
the power to cleanse the leopard,
The power to raise the dead.
the power to raise the dead,
The power against unclean
the
spirits.
power against unclean spirits,
To cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua,
Thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem Yahushua,
Ba'ashem Yahushua,
Barak Lanawa,
Barakanawa,
Wa Yasharala,
Ba'ashawa,
Wahabayah,
Wahabaya,
Sapaya,
Sapari,
Barak,
Barak,
Rapa'at,
Rapah,
Magan,
Magan,
Hagan,
Hagan,
the
the
generals,
generals,
the
the
captains,
captains,
the officers,
officers,
the troopers,
troopers,
the students,
students,
the
the
sisters,
sisters,
the children,
children,
and all Yasharala,
and all Yasharala.
Bahashem Yahushua,
Ba'ashem Yahushai,
the water,
the water,
Aman.
Amen.
Get that.
What's the next one?
Come. One time.
Psalm 21, 121.
Bless Israel in the English, Yahweh
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushua.
in the name of Yahushai,
Bless us
bless us
and Israel
and Israel
and the school.
and the school.
Bless, heal, shield, protect
Bless, heal, shield, protect
the generals,
the generals,
the captains,
captains,
the officers,
officers,
the troopers,
troopers,
the students,
students,
the sisters,
sisters,
the children,
children,
and all Yasharala
and all Yasharala.
in the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai,
Thank you.
thank you,
So be it.
so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahahayim,
Al-Harim,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Azariah,
Azariah,
Isaiah,
Azariah,
Ma'ain,
Ma'an,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Ashar,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Waratazah,
Waharatazah,
Al-Yathan,
Al-Yatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Ragalka,
Magalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Damyamika,
Salakia, Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shemarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yalawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
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 Shawamar,
Shalmar,
Yasharala,
Yasharala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shemaraka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Aryad,
Yamyanka,
Yamyanka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ayakaka,
Lara Ayakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Balayala,
Bayayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamaraka,
Makarai,
Makal Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afnapashka,
Abnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'athka,
Taza Athka,
Wabawa'aka,
Wapawaaka,
Mayatha,
Maatha,
Wa'iwalam.
Wa'ai Ayalam.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills,
unto the hills,
from whence cometh my help.
from whence cometh my help.
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out,
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
thy coming in,
and thy coming in,
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Dami Yalaka,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Takarash,
wa Al-Tashakwat,
Wa-Al-Tashkawa,
Al
Al,
Kayahana,
Kayana,
Awayabyaka,
Awayamyaka,
Yahamayawan,
Yahamayawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Amaka,
Al-Anyaka,
Ya'ara Yamwa,
Ya'ara Yamwa,
Sawadah,
Sawadah,
Wayatha,
Wayatha,
Ya'atazawa,
Ya'atazawa,
Al-Taza,
Al-Taza,
Pawanyaka,
Pawamyaka,
Amarkwa,
Amarakwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanaka,
Wanaka,
Ka'adam,
Kayadam,
Magawaya,
Malawaya,
Wala'a,
Wala'ah.
We're gonna restart this prayer, alright?
Come.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash,
Wa-Al-Tashakwa,
wa Al-Tashakwash,
Al,
Al,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Hana,
Hana,
Awyabika,
Ayanyabika,
Yahamayawan,
Yahamayawan, Ra'ash,
Al-Imika,
Al-Amika,
Ya'arim Yamwa,
Ya'imim Yawa,
Sawadah,
Sawadah,
Wayataya Atazawa,
Wa'ataya Tazawa,
Altaza Pawanyaka,
Altaza Pawanyaka,
Amara,
Amara,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakaki,
Warakakadam,
Magoya,
Magoya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazaka,
Shem Yasha'al,
Shem Yasha'al,
Hawadah,
Hawadah,
Kaya,
Kalawa,
Nawa Ataza,
Now Tazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Lakadwa,
Lakadwa, Alyaka, Bayak, Yakarakwa, Alahayim, Alawa, Alawam, Wa'ashima, Alahayim, Abba, Wahagariam, Labal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Halashat, Am Yeshabyu, Tatazawa, Gum Ashawa, Nalawat, Imam, Hayawat, Sarawat, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Asha, Laham, Kamagwa, Kasayagra, Kasayasara'a, Kayabya, Banakol, Kayashawan, Nashamagwan, Ba'ayandara'a, Hayawa, Daman, La Adamwan, Shatamwan, Yagnamwa, Ka'ara, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabak, Wakatazor, Mana'ai, Kal Nasa Yakamwa, Ashar, Amara, Naya Rashad, Lamawa, Af, Na'awaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamu, Kagaglia, Kakwash, Lapanya Rawakwa, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Alahat, Harayam, Kam Teradagma, Basairika, Wabasa, Wapaska, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Ulhanyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashua, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashua, Wayabahawa, Ayai, Wayakaparo, Wayabagwa, Wayadaabu, Wayatak, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Ayawan, Alkahal Rataza. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, for Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasharallah may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and Hagarim, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also have joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kizon, with present as Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Horeb and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes as Zebah, as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, the Most High, over all the earth.
Go ahead and blow a horn. Anybody like to be anointed? You want to get anointed, brother? Most high Christ, come on up here, brother. Give the brother a hand.
That's right.
Go ahead, give me the anointing prayer.
I will come.
Him in the middle. Go ahead, you stand over there. You stand yeah, right there. You good. All right, Akim, y'all ready?
Okay.
All right. When I say this prayer, you don't have to repeat after me until you know I give you this. I got it, brother. When I signal you, just say your name, and we're gonna say it we're gonna say it. You're gonna say your name, and we're gonna say it back. You're gonna say it again. We're gonna say it back. You're gonna say it again. We're gonna say it back 3 times. All right. When I
3 times at once the first time, or 3 times we gonna exchange?
3 times we're gonna exchange.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right, y'all ready?
Come.
Yabaraki Yahweh.
Yabaraki Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Washmaka.
Ya'al Yahweh.
Ya'al Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wayakanka.
Wakanka.
Yasha Yahweh.
Yeshai Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Anthony Thorne here.
No, just say your first name.
Anthony.
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 Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
The Wala Aman.
Hum Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Hum Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
What I said in the English is Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless, heal, shield, protect. All right, on sign of Christ, warrior.
Thank you.
No sweat.
Thank you, brother.
All right. All right, the next thing, hold on, what you doing?
Come.
Come back. We ain't close up.
Wow.
With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and salute. Men of Israel, I Madyam Shabbat, I Madyam Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yazmatah, dismiss. Go ahead, shut the feed down. But they about to go ahead and come in. We're about to do a scripture breakdown real quick.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hey, Akim, I need. Come on, okay. Once we get the teaching, just move.
Okay.
Because we
the
scriptures say.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard about the top.
So we're gonna get you straight out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you right out.
You ain't about to leave us, are you?
That's a little hot.